Face first, not the relapse.
Exactly. And this is week 29 of Otari. Whoa! You guys are in a dungeon. Let's get right into it. You guys navigated through some traps at the start here, trying to figure out the safest way to get through. You squashed some kobolds, you mauled some orcs, and you tried and failed to do some diplomacy with some owlbears, who seemed to be looking for some kind of passcode, but none of you could come up with it in time. So violence ensued. Thankfully, you've come out of most of these combats pretty unscathed. It's been going well for you so far. The enemies have fallen quickly, none of you have taken any grievous wounds. And the last thing you encountered was this long marble hallway filled with a lot of different statues. You haven't thoroughly investigated the statues yet, but what you did thoroughly investigate was a couple of the nooks in the wall where the statues existed previously, which contained nests of some kind. Like feathery nests full of like sticks and scraps of cloth, like bird nests. Within these nests were a couple of figures, humanoids of medium size with large feathery wings, some very nasty looking talons, and just kind of feathers scattered all over their bodies in a way similar to like body hair. Just sort of weird, nasty looking little creatures. And deciding that you wanted to take the initiative here, you rushed in sneakily, so I guess not super quickly, in order to get the drop on them. And get the drop on them, you did. So after a brief round of wailing on these guys with some random magics you got at your disposal, some lightning magic and fire magic and Jib's fists, they haven't had a chance to act yet. But at the start of this encounter, it is in fact their turn. So Jib has run up, and you've mostly wounded this one to the south here. So Jib's run up and started punching them, and they've kind of scribbled is not the right word, like skittered kind of like up the wall and trying to get out of the way, just like pressing their bodies backwards by like pressing their feet onto either side of the nook there. And as they've gotten just slightly out of Jib's reach, one of them, the one in front of Jib, will shout to the other, "All right, Larafis, it's time for our song. Get them, brother." And you'll hear them, it will use its first action to start singing. It'll sing like, "We harpies are agents of Weba, the herald of Lamage too. The three eyes will look down upon the rest of ruins of humanity." And they just start singing this like terrible song on repeat. Their scratchy bird-like voices layering over each other in some semblance of harmony, but there's something enticing about it regardless. Even though it's a weird song, it doesn't sound all that enticing. There's magic behind it. And so I need everybody to make a will save. Public, yep. All right. Fittingly, Jib, you right up against this harpy on the wall are going to become fascinated.
I apologize. How many hero points do we start with again?
2.
Okay, I would like to use one.
Go for it. Unfortunate. With a lower roll, you are still fascinated. So, Jib, you, on your turns, must spend all of your actions moving... Oh, and actually, Ayala as well also failed. You can hero point that, but you must spend all of your actions moving towards the target, and if you have, like, no more movement to get there, you just stand there and stay still and just waste all your actions doing nothing while this effect persists. You are effectively charmed and dazed, like hypnotized, to just walk slowly towards the harpy. So Ayla, this would apply to you as well, unless you would like to hero point it.
I'll try. I'm not confident, but I'll try.
And you are an expert at these rolls, but you rolled even lower. Sad. All right.
Yep.
So you also become fascinated. You must spend all of your actions to move towards this harpy here. It is then going to spend an action tumbling through Jib, who is not really a combatant at this point, so it's not going to matter too much.
Is there a map?
Oh, it actually... I got the order of these wrong on the tracker. There we go. Is what? Sorry?
Sorry, is there a map I'm supposed to be on?
Oh, yes, it didn't bring you over for some reason, but I can pull you to the scene. Hopefully that'll load you over.
Thank you.
No problem. All right.
Yes.
So it tumbles past Jib. Jib, you are being pulled towards this harpy on the right here. And then with its last action, it is going to strike at Ogden. Interrupting its song briefly to say, "You don't like our song?" And strike at you with its talons. That is a 22 to hit you, Ogden.
That does indeed hit by 1.
All right. So it'll do normal damage, 15 points of slashing damage as its just hooked talons scrape across your chest. And then the other harpy will go. He will spend an action to step out here and then also continue the song. So I need will saves from Ogden and Ashay for the other harpy's song.
I'm gonna hero point that.
All right. Hero points all around, it sounds like. All right, Ashay successfully succeeded. Ogden, you are out of hero points, so you're out of hero point attempts on this specific action. You become fascinated, so you must move towards this harpy. Ashay, since you have succeeded against both harpies, you are now immune to their songs in the future.
Cool.
So you're good to go for now, but everyone else is kind of screwed at the moment.
So was that a fail or?
You were just a fail.
Okay.
Yeah. Then this harpy will spend its last action rushing up to just get in. Actually, yeah, it'll get right behind Ashay. It'll just swoop over here and seeing that you're immune to his song, just drop in behind you, ready to strike, but he's got no actions left. Ogden, on your turn, you must spend all of your actions getting close to this harpy, and then staying still.
And then what do I do to get not fascinated?
Currently, nothing. Jib, it is your turn. You must get close to this harpy.
He just walks over and goes, chicken wings.
Based.
Can I still take my
Ashay.
actions?
No, you use the rest of your actions staying still.
Damn it, fair.
Ashay, your mind is free.
Does it remove the effects after I take my turn?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still charmed, still fascinated.
I'm gonna target this guy because he's ranged.
Okay. Fire ray.
Fire ray. Can you add my curse?
Yes, I can find it. Think that did it? Curse of Creeping Ashes?
Yes. Alright. Looks like that's a hit.
That is a hit. Sheesh. All right. Big chunk of damage
She has
towards.
to do some sort of concentration type thing.
Unfortunately, no. But you do a bunch of damage. That harpy yelps backwards like, "Ah! Brother! Kill her! Kill her!" Anything else on your turn?
Is guidance something the player chooses, or does the character have to be in the right mind to use it?
That's a really good question. Let's look up guidance. The target chooses which roll to use the bonus on before rolling. I feel like it's the player's choice, yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess in this case, especially, your characters aren't being, like, mind controlled to do actions. They're just being, like, lured in by the harpies, if that makes sense. They're just, you know, like... Yeah, I don't know how to explain that better, but I don't think there's anything... If somebody was, like, dominated by somebody and, you know, they were under full mind control and, like, attacking party members and stuff, I might say, like, yes, it is now your duty to attack your party members, use all your buffs, right? But in this case, I don't think there's any need for that.
Alright, guidance for Ogden then.
Alright. Guidance for Ogden. Ayala, you must move towards... Which one charmed you? Was it this one? Yeah. Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Alright. This harpy is going to look at the two of you who it's lured in, and it's going to see... let's see, Jib heard it before, so it's going to avoid Jib for now. It's going to target Ayala. It's going to say, good, good, closer, closer, and then strike out with its talons once again.
Hold on, let me measure for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, okay. Classic.
You know, just gotta double check.
Yeah. 21 to hit, pretty sure that's a hit.
I think that'll hit.
12 points of slashing damage to you.
Ow.
And then it is going to strike again with its talons against you. Oh, actually, something of note. When it hits you with its talons, you are no longer under the effect of the fascination. You are no longer being charmed towards it. You've been broken out of your stupor. It's going to hit you with its claws again. Hit you with its claws. That is a 19 to hit. Is that barely a hit?
That'll hit.
11 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And then it is going to continue singing its song with its third action, which will cause the effect to continue for those that it already is affecting, and it will force you to make a new will save since you're not immune to it yet.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to hero point that?
I don't want to, but I will.
Alright, you succeeded, and you are now immune to the song.
From just that one, though, right? Or both?
Yes, from just that one. You haven't succeeded against the other one yet. So yes, you're immune to the song from Harmonia. Cool, but you have your mind free for now, so that's good. Larafis will go, and he heard, like, kill her, brother, kill her! So he's going to attack Ashay with claws. That is a miss. Multi-attack penalty. That's a miss. And then he'll spend his third action continuing the song to continue on Ogden and not Eshe, sorry. Ogden continues being fascinated, but Ayala needs to make another will save, potentially becoming immune to the songs here. Alright, Ayala is immune to all songs.
Join the club.
Woo! Ogden, unfortunately you are still charmed because Larafis continued the duration. So, Jib.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't just spin around it in a circle.
True, you can spend all of your actions making a loop if you want to. That's possible.
Ooh. How
I
many
like that
loops
idea.
can you do in one turn with 3 actions?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Oh god.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and that's it, because I can't
There you
add
go.
an initial slot.
70. How many loops is that? 4? I didn't count. I just counted your feet movement. But yeah, a lot of loops. Jib, kind of similar situation for you. You're still charmed because the harpy didn't attack you. Unfortunately for you two, but Ashay, you are up. There's a harpy next to you. You are immune to all songs.
How bad is the other guy looking?
The one you hit is injured at this point. The one next to you is barely scratched.
You could move like 5 feet to your left, though. If you know what I'm saying.
Ayla gets a glint in her eye that you recognize when she's
I am
about to
going
leap.
to stride.
Alright.
And now that does flanking count with Ogden?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Because I'm not in my right mind.
Yeah. Ogden's not actually posing a threat to the target at the moment, so yeah.
Oh, you lose a lot of stuff by being fascinated. Holy crap.
It has a bunch of debuffs associated as well, yeah.
I just looked at the proficiencies.
Yeah.
Alright, we do fire again.
Alright. Absolutely a hit. Boom. He goes, "Ah! Brother! Why is she not dead? Kill her now!" And he responds like, I'm trying! Just swinging his claws at you repeatedly.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Ayala, you have your mind.
It is already windy, so I'm gonna take
It
2
is.
actions.
Heckin' windy.
And float over the dudette's head. And I would like to lightning dash.
Zoom.
And then I should place a template like this. And that's 2 DC 20 basic reflex saves.
Alright. 1 fail, 1 pass.
Alright. For 14 electricity damage.
Alright. Big zap. And then you end up like here, right?
Yeah. You know, and then I'll use a 1-action elemental blast against the dude. Oops. I just
The
drew a
one-
line. I'm sorry.
The one there, I see.
Yeah. And lightning dash doesn't have the attack trait, so no multi-attack penalty.
Correct.
Ooh. I missed.
Still a miss. You zap through him and then you try to
okay.
spin around and you just don't quite rotate 180 degrees before firing and you just miss. Alright. Back to Harmonia. It's like, brother, I said kill them already, I said kill them! And we'll now just start digging claws into Jib. So we've got a Talon Strike on you, Jib. That is a hit, and you are no longer fascinated. For 13 points of slashing damage. So you wake up with a bunch of damage being scratched across you. Multi-attack penalty strike. That is a natural one. That's a miss. And then she will activate the song once again. So Jib, I need another will save from you. Alright, Jib, you are now immune to Harmonia's song. Larathis, on the other hand, is going to just, since his sister keeps begging him, he's going to keep on trying to strike Ashay. Talon Strike, a hit. 15 points of slashing damage against Ashay.
Oof, okay.
Multi-attack penalty strike, another hit. 14 points of slashing damage against Ashay. He will then bring his song back up once again. That is a will save for Jib, the only one not immune to his songs yet. Okay, Jib is now immune to all of the songs. Very good, very good. And then Ogden, I'm sorry, it's your turn for loops again, I guess. You can do spinnies.
No.
Okay, Ogden sits there sadly, maybe dizzy after all the spinnies before. And then it is Jib's turn. You have broken free from the magical song.
All right.
Perhaps a bit wounded. Oh, did you take that damage?
Sorry,
Could be
what was the
50
damage?
Should be 13 points of slashing damage, according to the logs. There we go.
Let's gorilla stance,
Big monkey.
flurry.
Oh god.
Or do I have two? Actually, gorilla stance. That's
Oh, you might have
strange.
already
Okay.
been stanced up.
Maybe.
I think you were. I think because this is technically round 2 of the combat, so I think you.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so first
That
action
is a
would be-
miss.
Okay.
That is a hit. Ooh. All right.
Nice.
So you reel back, you wake up, you stance up, and this harpy is still screaming like, "Brother, please, brother, kill them now! I've got this one under control!" And then you just, what, like in the middle of the word control, just directly to the skull. There's a loud cracking sound, and dead.
Where did I see the rest of them? Oh, there. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there's one down here.
Run on over. Oops. What is going on? My boundary is bugging out today.
Oh, weird.
There we go. He's very slow. Maybe it's my PC. No gorilla sling.
Get him. Miss. Good try. Alright. Eshay's turn. There is one harpy remaining.
I'm also at 4 HP, so I'm going to do a 1-action heal on myself.
Alright. Ooh.
And then I'm going to do produce flame on the other guy.
Alright.
I believe that one can be used as a yes, it's normally a ranged attack, but I can make it a melee attack.
Yes. That is a hit. Alright, it begins to singe with fire. And that's a wrap, right?
Yeah.
Ayla! Zap zap, miss. May also be muted.
Heck. I'll take a 2-action melee elemental blast and go zap but miss, and then use that action to float 15 feet backwards. And then I'll use my 3rd action to take out my wand of heal.
Alrighty.
Just in case.
Cool. You got that ready. The harpy will scream, "Sister, no! You will pay for this monkey with your life!" And they'll start slashing out at Jib, who has now drawn his attention. A Talon Strike against Jib. A 24 hits. That is 15 points of slashing damage to Jib.
No
He will
worries.
then do another attack with a multi-attack penalty. He will miss. And then I am going to make him make a will save here to see if he does a smart thing here or if he's going to do a more stupid thing. Okay. So he's just going full rage mode. He's just going to take all 3 actions swinging at Jib. Which he misses once again. So that means, Ogden, he did not continue the song this turn. So you are no longer fascinated. As you see this harpy just leave all of his thoughts of strategy behind and lash out an emotion towards Jib, the murderer of his sister, you have an opening.
All right, well, I'm just gonna slash.
Absolutely.
There's
Hits.
29 to hit. There's 16
Oof.
points of damage,
Blam.
and then I'm going to use my twin feint.
Okay.
Although actually they're already off guard, so never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use my exacting strike.
Ooh.
So there's a miss. And then last one is
Oh,
a critical
God.
hit for 28 damage.
Jesus. All right. Well, he has exactly 28 hit points remaining. So Ogden, how do you want to do this?
I feel like it's really funny after being fascinated and walking around. I know just where to cut, and that's like right where I slash for.
Yeah, you were pretending to be fascinated, but you were really watching for the perfect entry. You stab right there, 2 stabs with both your swords, and Larathis drops. You guys are no longer in combat, and you get 120 XP.
$977.
That's what I've got. We're so close.
That is getting pretty close. So what do you do with your new out of combatness?
Look at the statues.
If
Is
we
everyone
can
all right?
Take 30 minutes. I need some help, but also at this point, I forgot that when I did the second thing, this happened.
The ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, shades, if you will.
So I could
Hmm.
use a little bit of time to focus.
Yeah, we should probably patch ourselves up too if we can.
Jib is gonna start plucking feathers.
Hell yeah. Ogden, you said you wanted to look at the statues in the meantime?
Yeah.
You give
That
me
blind
a
perception.
yeah, if you want to look, do you want to look at them to like see what the statues are, or are you looking for like hidden things? I guess that's a fair question.
Probably see what they are first, and if they're like spooky, then I'll try to find hidden things.
Okay. I'd say society to try and recognize the figures.
Oh.
They're all like figures of people. Yeah, you have no idea.
And I'm gonna look for
stuff.
stuff.
Statues. Okay, let me look for stuff. So looking around, you find that the statue closest to the start here, it's got a mask on it, sort of not quite integrated with the statue. It looks like you could pry it free pretty easily, but it's a different material than the rest of it. It's like an obsidian mask inside of a marble statue, which now that you're in the room and you're looking at it more clearly, that's pretty easy to make out. It looks like the face of a stoic warrior. Like it's just just very emotionless but determined. And it's you figure if you could pry it free, it's probably a lot easier to carry than any of these statues, and it'd be worth just a bunch of money as art probably. So that's some treasure there.
Pull the mask. Pull the mask.
All right, I'll say you pop it free without issue. And just to make it easy as well, it is worth 20 gold pieces, so I'll just add 20 gold pieces to the stash. Just to make that simple for party fund tracking. Additional gold you find in the room, just in the harpies' nests and stuff while you're looking around. 60 gold pieces and 81 silver pieces, so I'll also add that to the stash.
Ooh, wow.
Can we say that I meditate for half an hour?
Absolutely.
I'd like to start treating wounds if I can.
Yeah.
Probably on Jib.
We can take a half hour of time searching and treating wounds and all that, absolutely. So while Ashay meditates and Ogden searches, Ayla is doing medicine while Jib is plucking feathers.
Yes.
I get all, since meditate for 10 minutes returns a focus point, I get all 3 of them back, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Well, that's a pathetic roll of 48.
Mm-hmm. It's still some though. You could. I mean, Jib's not too hurt. Maybe if you doubled it for an hour, it would be pretty good. But
I'll just leave him and he'll be fine. And then I can also heal up Ogden.
let's go. That's a crit.
Woo! For 24 health.
That was almost twice as much as I lost.
And then I'll heal up me. Maybe.
The hat trick. Another crit.
For 12, which isn't a ton, but that's
Same as you
halfway to
rolled.
full.
There you go.
And that's half an hour.
Woo! Time well spent. So meditation happened. Some wounds got patched up. Nobody had the wounded condition, but yeah, you got out of that one not too bad. I mean, obviously, some of you took some pretty serious wounds, but nothing you couldn't patch up at least somewhat with a little bit of time. With half an hour done here, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and find somewhere safe to settle in for longer and heal up, or chug some potions, or?
I mean, if we have 10 more minutes, I'll try healing myself. I'm at 18 hit points.
What time is
Yeah.
it now? I mean, I know we've only been in combat, so it's like still noonish.
Yeah, let's say it's probably noonish.
We could go somewhere to have lunch.
Ooh. Do you know of any good lunch spots in the area?
Our fire.
I should have seen that coming.
I'm preparing the chicken wings.
Let's go.
So are we staying for another 10 minutes?
What it sounded like to me.
I'd be fine staying.
Yeah, I would definitely be near this door listening for anything weird. Getting ready to throw hands at anything that might come through. Well, swords, but
All right, if you're listening, then give me a perception
a perception.
of the sleeker variety.
I
All
hear all of it.
You hear all of it with your secret perception. Unfortunately, you just hear. Well, actually, I was going to say you just hear nothing, but that's just because nothing was sneaking up on you. But so you don't hear anything sneaking up on you. What you do hear is speech on the other side of the door. It's a very thick door, but you rolled pretty high on your perception, and just getting close to it and staying relatively still while everyone else is performing somewhat quiet activities, maybe with the exception of Jib ripping feathers out of this corpse. You just leaned up, ear against the door, just listening, and you hear just muffled speech. There's definitely somebody in there talking. Sounds like two voices maybe bickering about something, but not like loudly, like shouting at each other, just like having a spirited debate about something.
Okay. I will stay here until healing is done and then relay the message to everyone.
All right, so about 10 minutes later, Shay finishes healing, gets those 10 hit points, and you're good to go.
All right. I guess we start going.
Were there other doors off of the owlbear chamber that we needed to look at?
Yes, there's another door at the opposite end.
It might be smart to check out the door that we know has things behind it first, just so we don't get surprised.
Sneaky door check.
All right. So you sneak to open the door, just open it very slightly. You see inside, there's a well-lit room, not quite as well-lit as the one you're in, but there's a raised dais on one side of the room, occupying the north side of the room. So look up here. There's like an altar of sorts, fairly roughly crafted compared to everything else around it, which is stained with blood and other liquids. There's some like folding screens that are kind of around the altar, providing a separate area behind it. Each of those screens is marked with a symbol of a three-eyed jackal. There's behind the screens, you can just barely see like the top of another one of those symbols with three-eyed jackal painted just on the wall behind the altar. At the edge of the dais, there's two lits, just like braziers, with they're just casting light around the room, and the rest of the room looks pretty bare. There's some like mats around the room that looks like people could kneel on or lay on. They're kind of various different sizes. Some of them are large enough for ogres to lay on. Some of them are only small enough that maybe a kobold could fit on one, and so on and so forth. And there's another door on the opposite side of the room from you, but it's smaller. It's not a double door, it's a single door. And you can see some light coming out from underneath it. Much brighter than the light in the room you're looking into. Also in the room are two creatures. There is an ogre, sort of in the middle of the room, who is arguing with a bugbear who is standing up next to the altar and is wearing very fancy armor, has a fancy sword, and the armor has that same picture of a jackal on it. And they're just arguing back and forth with each other about something. But that's all you get with the quick peek into the room, unless you want to like hold it and listen.
Oh no, I just wanted a quick peek. Bugbears. I don't remember it going well the last time we fought one.
Do you think they're the same ones as before?
Did he escape?
No, you burned him to death and only barely found a letter he had on him because of a nat
Only
20.
Oh yeah, true.
Barely.
He. Well, do we want to open the door all the way? Randos?
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, I'm good on fire spells. If we're gonna need healing, I've just got. I think I used all the big stuff, but I do have some ability to heal still.
So do I. Not much, but some.
I would probably also walk away from the door for this conversation.
If we don't take care of them now, they might take our chicken wings.
Really good point.
Don't know how concerned you need to be about that, Gib.
Very concerned.
All right, well, it sounds like we are going to attempt to quietly open the door. Jib, did you want to get closer to the door?
Founder reloads.
And I figure because I've been opening and closing a door, I need to have at least one hand. So I have my smoking sword out, but not
Okay.
my sparking blade.
Good call. Alright, so you two are at the door. Are you trying to sneak in? I will say it's a very well-lit room, and I will give you this piece of information because you successfully snuck to like open the door a little bit and see inside. With the way the bugbear is positioned, he would absolutely see you if you open the door. There's not really like a place to hide. So, you know, your effects of stealth are only going to go so far just because of the laws of physics.
What if I act as a distraction?
Yeah, and if I know we're going to be getting in a fight, rolling stealth, I still get my bonus for doing it. Assuming that they don't roll higher.
I'll get their attention and you all can get in unawares.
Yeah, Jib be loud, Ogden be quiet.
All right. And then Jib's just charging in, it sounds like?
That's the plan.
All right. You kick open the door and you may place yourself wherever you are going for the distraction.
He just goes,
My chicken wings!
All right. And where do you go to put yourself away from Ogden?
all
right.
Now I can get in. I'm trying to get over here.
Okay, so you run up onto the thing. Okay. So you go rushing in there, and as you enter, the bugbear does look over at you, and he doesn't really seem bothered by you rushing in. And he says, like, "Oh, you're finally here. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the dungeon. Hi, I'm Runk. This is Bezug." Yeah, the Bezug just raises a hook from the floor. It's like, you're here, finally. Like, and, Runk leans up against the altar like, it's funny you finally show up here. Yeah, yeah. Of course, we gotta welcome you in here. Make sure that you feel, did you really feel like you accomplished something getting here? Yeah.
Yeah, we beat up some stuff.
Did all that violence really, truly make you feel like a monster? All of the lives you've snuffed out, all of the beings you killed just to get here?
Made me feel hungry. Did you make me anything?
My God, he's even more of a monster than we thought. You felt nothing? You really felt
Like
nothing.
I said, I feel hungry.
Oh, God. Okay, well, you'll fit right in. We'll get you some food. This is fine. What's your name, young one?
Jib.
Jib, okay. Jib. Well, I'm sure we can, we'll get you a spot with the boar lady. I'm sure she'll get you lots of food.
Ooh, she sounds tasty.
Oh, she's not a boar, to be clear. She's, she keeps boars.
Oh.
Yeah. But still tasty, I'm sure. You know, I've never had troll before, but there's probably something to that. And then, during this conversation, coming from up behind those like walls in the back, a jackal appears. It's kind of slinking out from behind those like small, thin, like paper walls that are stood up around the altar. And he moves out and he says, "Runk, how many times have I told you not to lean on the altar? And in front of guests, no less. Shame, shame." And Runk immediately steps away from the altar and like stands at attention. As this jackal moves out, you can see he's got a prominent third eye in the middle of his forehead, which like slowly and lazily kind of opens. It's like glowing red. And the jackal like strolls in and just sits on the floor in front of you. "Welcome to the Scar. You are not the first interlopers to harass the children of the Mother of Monsters, and you will not be the last. We came into this world hated, hunted and feared, but we will rise up under the Master's banner and crush your pitiful civilizations. What
That doesn't
say
sound-
you? Excuse me?
I said, that doesn't sound too nice.
No, your kind have not been too nice to us either. What sins did we commit but being born in these monstrous bodies, as you call them? We had no choice but to seek refuge in the mother of monsters.
Sure, but you can't just go killing people.
You say this after killing your way through most of my men on your way here.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a personal problem to me.
Jib like scratches his head for a second.
Is that AL or Sky
I
talking?
really thought about it.
Just to be clear.
Sky.
Cool.
Sky is indulging her chaos gremlin.
Have you no excuse for the behavior you have displayed this day, for the behavior of your fellows who outcast us, who drove us into this behavior?
He just shrugs and goes,
Eat or be eaten.
Well, my friend, one day in a different life we could have actually been friends, but today it is only a term I use to be polite. Unfortunately, you might find that yourself is the one that shall be eaten. And he gives a look at the others. Does anyone else step in here to say anything? Or, because he's not, like, immediately calling for an attack here. If anyone else wants to jump into roleplay, you can.
yeah, did anyone want
Ayla
to
is
speak
just
in during those
confused.
monologues?
What was that, Ayala?
I think Ayala is just confused.
Yeah, I would be confused as well because it's like, except for that last one, they all attacked us first.
Mm-hmm. You could say that.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Hell yeah.
Wait, weren't you being sneaky?
Yeah, but they're not like automatically aggressive, which is kind of weird.
I
Hmm.
don't know.
Okay, so you say that, like, yeah, they attacked first. You have invaded our home. Is it not our right for self-defense, defense of our property?
But we were merely trying to find where the wizards went.
There are wizards?
The ones who came before you fell under the same circumstances. They showed up, they began to murder their way through our home, and so we took their lives and their belongings. The mother of monsters is welcoming to us who seek her refuge, but she places divine fury on those who would tarnish this place, who would come here and seek violence against us.
Well, we are merely here to seek a relic.
Did you once speak these wishes to any of the people you have killed today?
Hmm. Do I want to try to be deceptive? Uh, I kind of want to try to be deceptive and say we did speak it today, but not say like to any of them.
You could try to, yeah, roll some deception.
Don't tell me it's a nat one.
I'm gonna reveal this one because it's funny. It wasn't that one. I think you'll find me very hard to deceive, my friend. I have third eyes everywhere. He closes his third eye on his forehead, and like the floor around you, the walls around you, just like all over the walls of this place, red eyes just kind of pop open. Let me be clear. We do not shun those of you who may be monsters. We will call you monsters for murdering your way through this place, for invading our home and seeking violence at the first opportunity. But we are a group of monsters. The Mother of Monsters welcomes you. If you give up your foolish assumptions that you are something better, accept that you are a monster, accept her blessing, and we will welcome you.
I'm waiting for the or what.
Waiting for the what?
The other part, like the or what.
Oh, well, he just leaves it hanging.
Of course he does.
Well, do you have the relic?
I know not of what relic you speak, but I'm sure it's somewhere here. Their possessions have been processed, handed out. Might be somewhere in storage. Make no mistake, though, if you do not accept our mother's blessing and join us, your actions today will be unforgivable. We will not let you leave this place alive.
I think that's when I start with Fire Ray? Question mark?
If you want to, we can. If anyone wants to take an aggressive action, we can roll initiative.
I would definitely have probably at least walked into the room a little bit while talking.
Okie doke.
I'm down
So
for
then,
Fire Ray.
let me add all the enemies to the initiative tracker. And, well, all of you too for good measure, I guess. And I will use the skills you used. I think, Ogden, you can still stay sneaky here. I think that's fine. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for you to go hidden, but I think you can roll stealth for initiative here because that's the last skill you used, basically. Although you did deceive them, but I'm gonna be nice. I'll let you use stealth. That's fine. You can use that. Yeah, you did. You were very sneaky, which is one of the reasons I wanted to give it to you. They're all just gonna roll perception. I think that's fine. Let's see who else got stuff here. Jib, did you want to roll something specific for your distraction, or are you good with perception?
Let me see. What do I got? Nah, I will just go perception.
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll that. Ashay and Ayla, are you both good with perception as well?
Yes, please.
All right, go ahead.
I regret my choice.
Classic. All right, Ogden. You hear in the background Ashay beginning to charge up a spell. You know the sound well. It's how many of your combats have opened here, and you know it's time for you to strike into action as quickly as possible. What are you doing?
Go up and slashy slash.
Alrighty.
That's a critical hit. For 26 damage.
Sheesh. Blam! You walk up and just you walk up slowly and F smash and just drive your sword directly into this poor ogre who grunts, "Oh, damn it!" That's 2 actions.
And
Also a
regular
hit.
for 17.
You pull the sword out in a vicious way, slashing. It's like, God! The ogre drops to one knee, like clutching at its abdomen where you stabbed it.
That's my turn.
All right. All right. So,
I don't like that. That sounded not good.
it sounded not good, didn't it? So, Weeba's turn. Weeba, with an excellent perception bonus, having a third eye, is going to open that third eye while looking at Ogden and say, "Huh, looks like all my friends are growing tired of this talk. So it begins." And, Ogden, I need you to make a will save. Oof. Would you like to hero point that? Because that would be a failure.
Yeah, I don't like how you just said that, so yes.
Okay. That is a success.
So it's a critical success.
A critical
When you
success?
roll a
What?
success at a will save against a fear effect. Oh, is this a fear effect?
Not a fear effect, no.
Okay, so then it's just regular success.
Okay. So, on a regular success, there's no effect. But he did, yeah, so just no effect at all. He just did something in your general direction. You have no idea what. But you feel like you shook it off, whatever it was. So that worked out pretty well for you. And then he is going to just strike out at Jib. Actually, hold on. He's not going to strike out. He is going to use Hypnotic Stare on Jib. Jib, he opens his third eye towards you, and like patterns just sort of emit out of it in your direction, and you kind of get a little dizzy and woozy under the effects of these patterns, and you start to lose your footing a little bit. You are going to take the effect Hypnotic Stare automatically, which inflicts a -2 penalty on your will saving throws. But that's all it does for now. In hindsight, I probably should have used that on Ogden first, but that's fine. I think he would have rolled over it anyways, so. Shay, it's your turn.
Alright, don't know how big the door is, so we're doing Fire Ray at the ogre.
Pew pew.
It is a double door, and both sides should be open.
Okay. Can you make that public?
Yes. That is a hit. Bah! The ogre goes down. It's down on one knee, and then you just hit it directly in the forehead with the fire ray, and its neck just snaps back, and it thuds onto the floor. Its heavy ogre body no longer moving.
Guidance on Jib.
Guidance on Jib. Bop. Ba-da-da. It is Runk's turn. Runk is going to step up to Jib and then attempt to grab you, Jib. He's going to roll athletics against your, I think it's fortitude save, right? Is that how grab works? Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. It's going to use its bushwhack action, which is a stride and a grab together. Athletics against Jib's fortitude save, that is a 25. I believe that's a success, but,
Yeah, if I just 10 plus my fortitude,
yeah.
yeah, that's a success.
All right. So he rushes up and grabs you, and since he succeeded on the grapple, he's a special ability that he also does bludgeoning damage to you, 8 points of bludgeoning damage when he grabs you. And then he's going to pull you down the stairs away from the altar, just getting you out of the way here. So he's going to pull you, he's going to move half speed over here, and pull you down here, just down the stairs as he just like grabs you by the throat and drags you down the stairs. And then he is going to last action. He's going to strike you with his sword. He's drag you down the stairs and then try to stab you on the floor. So he has a bonus to this because you're grabbed, but that's still a miss. Okay. Then it is your turn, Jib. Additionally, Mliba will take a reaction. When you took damage from that fist, he's going to take the inflict pain action, causing you to take 6 more points of damage.
Okay. Okay, it was 6 plus what?
It was a total of 14 points of damage.
Okay, and then Jib is going to attempt to grab him.
Okay. That is not a success. You could hero point it.
I am going to hero point that.
All right. That is a success.
All right.
So he becomes grabbed.
And takes 4 damage.
All right.
And then I will... I guess I don't have Gorilla Stamp, so I will do that. And then I will Flurry.
All right. That is a hit. Nice. That is a miss.
All right. That is my turn.
All right. Ayla, you're up.
All right. Let's see. I will take an action to move. 25. Oh, hi there. 30. No, I should. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take an action to make it windy.
Heckin' windy.
As a part of that action, elemental blast against Runk.
Okay, he's gonna take a little bit of cover here, but only a little bit. I'll give him minor cover.
17.
That is a hit because he's grabbed by Jib.
Heck yeah. For 4 electricity.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna use Intimidating Glare on Wither.
All right,
Yes.
Luba. Go for it.
Wither. Intimidation. 24.
Okay. That is a success. He's going to become Frightened 1. So, you are truly monstrous indeed.
will deal
that's-
with you later.
That's a turn, right?
Yes.
Move thing. Yes. Okay. Ogden, you're up.
Don't forget you have guidance for this turn only.
I do not.
Jib did,
Jib-
and
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah. Did
I don't
Jib
think it would have
use
helped anything though. But it
Oh,
is gone
right.
now.
Yeah, I kept
That's
it in
the
the
guidance
invite.
immunity thing on Ogden.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, because we only spent 40 minutes healing instead of an hour. But that's okay. I'm gonna run up behind and slash.
That's a hit.
There's slashing damage.
Jesus. All right, he's dead.
Okay. I don't even get the slash again.
Nope.
Well, I will draw my blade as my last action. And just kind of point it at Muiba.
All right.
Even though I can't intimidate or anything, it just flare.
All right. So you get your last weapon out.
You can
Muiba
do-
will.
Oh, great.
So you're no longer grabbed, Jib, because the target grabbing you is dead. Muiba will then look at Jib and say, yes. He's going to say, now, this fight is becoming unbalanced. Let's tip the scales, and I need you to make a wisdom save, Jib. Or will save, rather.
Uh-oh.
That is a fail. Alright. So... you become friendly to Muiba.
Uh-oh.
Beep. Alright. Double checking the rules here. So you cannot use hostile actions against Muiba, and you believe he is your dear friend at this point. Yes.
Yes.
Do I know
All of a
his name
second.
is Reba?
I think he introduced himself. But if not,
Okay.
then yes. So yeah, you're basically on his side now. He's made an ally out of you. You're not forced to attack your teammates, but you're now in a situation where like two of your friends are fighting to the death, and you're like, what the fuck? You might want to stop that. So he does that, and then he will turn his hypnotic stare onto Ogden. Bow. Which doesn't do anything except apply that target to you, but it does apply a penalty to your will saves.
I don't roll anything for that?
Nope, it is automatic, but it just applies a -2 to your will saves. Doesn't have other effects.
Oh.
All right. That's his turn. That's all 3 actions, so Eshe.
All right, another fire ray. Oh, I should have an ash thing going already from last time.
Yeah. What's it called? Creeping Ashes?
I think so, yeah.
Bop.
I wish it did it automatically.
Yeah, that would be nice. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a module for that, or if updating the Pathfinder thing would eventually do that, but I've kind of kept the Pathfinder version locked during this campaign just to make sure we don't run into any random issues. Miss. Oh, and Muba should no longer be frightened. There we
Gonna hero point that actually.
go. Okay. Still a miss.
Oh, alright. Well then.
Jib, your friends are all fighting, including Muiba, your dearest friend.
Jib's gonna run over here. I don't know why I can't drive anymore. Maybe I have yours selected. But he'll run over here and just like put his hands out like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Cool it, everyone! I think this Weeba guy actually might have a point. He's got some pretty cool things to say. We got rid of the threats, but I think this crazy three-eyed wolf is kind of chill. Plus, they promised that they would give me food, so I'm still kind of waiting on that. We gotta leave one of them alive to get me the food. That's his turn.
That
Unless
is
there's,
as
like, a
dear as a
dog
friend as
action.
someone can get for Jib. Food source.
Is there like a dodge action I can take?
I don't think so. I'm trying to recall all the excuse me, all the standard actions, but I don't think there's anything quite like that. There's probably some social actions you could take on your friends to try to convince them or something, but
Nah, I prefer to let my players make those decisions.
yes, that's totally fair. I more meant like applying a status penalty of like doubt to them or something. So you could demoralize them and be like, "Hey, guys, chill, please, chill." But yeah, or I feel like there is some kind of dodge action, but I don't remember what it is.
It would probably be the ready action.
It looks like most people would just consider that having a shield and raising it. It looks like a lot of people consider Demoralize to be the strongest defensive role, generally. Or yeah, you could hold your last two actions to trigger on something else. That's also a possibility.
I guess if something attacks me, I will attack it.
Okay, so you'll hold an attack to strike at anyone who attacks you. Sounds good. Ayala, it's your turn.
Can I... Is there a roll I can make to tell if Gib is acting of his own mind?
I believe that is the critical success feature of the sense motive.
Sure, I'll sense motive.
Yeah, on a critical success, you get an idea of mental magic affecting the target.
What thing is sense motive again?
Perception.
Perception, thank you. Well,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Jibs just seems like, yeah, this guy's got some good talking points.
I'll just say, I'll sigh and say, don't be an idiot, Jim. He's evil, and I want to demoralize.
Demoralize Jib?
Yes.
Alright. I think that fails.
Probably.
One action left.
I'm also gonna glare at Wolf Friend again.
Demoralize.
22.
Oh shit. Alright, he becomes frightened again.
Hell yeah.
He's just cowering behind Jib now. Ogden, you're up.
Alright, 2 questions. How tall is this little pedestal thing?
Like up here? Like, 4 feet.
So it's jumpable.
Good question. The leap action is an action, so it would take one of your actions to jump.
Okay, so
But-
attacking from here across the altar, is that gonna cause cover?
I'd probably give him like minor cover, like +1 AC. 'Cause he's like cowering back there.
Although Jib is technically a friend right now, so I could walk by him to get up here.
Yeah. Jib is on the lookout for you attacking him, so it depends on how threatening you look, I guess.
Oh, I'm threatening the wolf, not Jib.
Yeah, I guess it's up to Jib's discretion. Does this trigger your reaction, Jib, or are you going to let him walk by?
No, he can go by.
Alright, so you let him by. Ogden, you can walk up there without issue.
Alright, cool. I'm going to attempt to slash.
Alright.
That is a miss. And a critical miss. That's fun.
Alright. So you walk up and slice, and you just don't quite get him. And so it's his turn.
Am I
He's
supposed to still have glare? Why did the glare go away?
He needs to reapply it every turn if he wants to keep on.
Cool.
So on his turn, he will instead, he'll say he's going to glare at you. Excuse me. He's going to glare at you again. Hypnotic stare. First action. Boom. Second action, he's going to say, "Now, none of that, and I need you to make a will save," which now has the -2 penalty applied. That would be a failure.
And I have no hero points.
You have no hero
We
points.
are friends now.
You become paralyzed.
What?
He locks you up. You are like frozen in place. You have the off guard condition, and you cannot act. As you're paralyzed. Like a magic spell is holding you still. You're only paralyzed for 1 round though, because you did not critically fail.
Is it one round the end of his turn or my turn?
It'll be the end of. It doesn't, I guess, really matter either way. I think it would be 1 round till the end of his turn. Yes. As I believe how that would work. So yeah, you are paralyzed now. He's like, no more violence, none of that. And then it is Ashay's turn.
That's kind of annoying.
I've got 1 more focus point left, so let's try this one last time.
All right. Miss.
All right.
You're at your maximum curse.
Yeah. Basically, I just burned myself out. Can't use it for a bit.
Yep.
All right, and then I'm gonna cast shield.
All right, you raise a magic shield ready to block things, and it is Jib's turn. You are still friendly to Muiba.
Jib's gonna try and hop on Ogden's back and grapple him and just say, "Stop attacking him! He's my friend!"
and Ogden does not respond because he is paralyzed.
I still need my...
So you're attempting to like grapple Ogden, or what? Are you just?
Yes.
Okay. So roll athletics to see if you can grab him. Ogden's fortitude DC is... Oh god. Okay, so what happens on a critical success? Grabbed and restrained.
You're going nowhere, Ogden.
Where is restrained? There we go. Grabbed and restrained. That didn't work, but that's fine. Okay, so you're restrained now. Is that your full turn, just grabbing Ogden?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
All right, Ayla.
You know, I think my primary goal is just to continue to apply frightened on the two of them. So first I'll intimidate Gib. Never mind. And second, I'll intimidate Dude. Weeba. 22.
And he remains frightened.
You know, I'll throw some lightning too. Why not? It's not gonna do anything, but why not?
Miss.
And that's all.
Ogden, you are paralyzed. Your turn ends, and you are no longer paralyzed.
I am still
Um,
paralyzed.
You're still restrained, but not paralyzed. I think. Or yeah, you'll be
Is it
paralyzed to the
not-
end of Muiba's turn. You're right. So you're still paralyzed for one more turn. There we go. But it'll be over soon.
Are you just gonna one-shot me? That's not cool.
No, I just meant the paralyzed will be over soon.
Your life will be over soon.
Your life will be over soon. No, he's going to look down at Ayala and Shay. He's going to fire off a spell, which should be able
Can
to
you see
hit.
it, Shay?
Yes.
I am concealed from him
You are concealed from him. What do you mean?
because
Yeah,
of the
Oh,
curse
the
of
ash.
creeping ashes.
Yes. That should be fine. He's not firing a ray. He is firing a line AoE, like this.
Aw.
Should be on the corner like that, but you know we can find a spot that it fits. So he gets you guys in the line AoE. So the line AoE. Let me expend that spell slot so I don't forget it. Fortitude save from both of you, please.
Oh, hey, I'm good at that one.
I'm not.
I think I spoke too soon.
Let's start with Ayala. That is a regular failure. So you're going to take 5 points of negative damage, so like darkness damage, and 1 bleed. So you're just
can't just regain 5 health because it's negative
no.
damage?
It's not. That's not how negative damage works. It would heal undead though if you were undead. And then Ayala, you critically failed.
Ah,
So
Wait.
you're going to take.
Wait, no, other way around.
Sorry.
I
Yes.
critically
Sorry.
failed.
Shay critically failed. Let's start with Ayla, then you took the regular 5 points of damage.
okay, so I'm down
And
to
bleed
40,
1.
and then I get bleed 1.
Yes. You get bleed 1. Shay should get bleed 2. I don't know if that stacks the way it works, the way it worked, but we'll see. Persistent bleed. If I just do this, and then I don't know why that's not working, but we'll just remember that Ashay has 2 bleed instead of 1 when that applies. And Ashay, you're going to take 14 points of negative damage. And then he is, for his last action, going to melee strike against Ogden. For a 32 to hit, which I believe is a critical hit.
Yeah?
For 16 points of damage.
Oh, that's coward's numbers.
Coward's numbers, I know, right?
With a crit?
Yeah, with a crit. He rolled pretty low. He rolled almost minimum damage. So you got lucky there.
He had all this talk and didn't even do anything.
And then he'll automatically roll athletics against your reflex DC. So it's 25.
My reflex is a 21.
21. So that's a regular success. So you are going to go prone. as he bites into you and like pulls your leg out from under you, and you fall to the floor. And that's his turn.
I'm no longer paralyzed.
You are no longer paralyzed, and then it is Ashe's turn, who is bleeding. I guess I should describe the spell that hit you and just saying it was a line AoE. He, like, pointed his jaws out at you, and darkness poured onto the floor, and, like, a line of ink went towards both of you, and it engulfed both of your feet, and then tendrils just, like, spiked up out of the ground, piercing through you, and then going back down into the ink before it all fades away.
So do I take 2 points now from bleed?
It'll be at the end of your turn.
Okay.
I think it should automatically do it, and we'll just have to remember to apply an extra point.
Okay. Well, let's do produce flame on this guy. Actually, hold on. Yeah, produce flame.
Is there a way to stop bleeding?
Yeah.
Get a DC 15 flat check.
Yep. Every time it does damage, there's a chance it goes away. Oof. Unlucky.
Oof. I am rolling terribly.
Well, I knew there was a way to do the assist action, which makes it a 10.
Yeah, there's like a specific recovery action, the effects of which depend a little bit. There's like a few options, but yes, it becoming a 10 is one of them, or just having an extra reroll is one of them. There's a few different things. All right.
And for my third action, I get 8 points of healing.
All right. I'm actually curious.
Wait, why am I unconscious?
I think maybe something applied incorrectly. Did you edit your HP manually at all?
Yes, there we go.
All right. Okay, bleed damage ends automatically if you're healed to full. I was pretty sure there was something about healing spells in bleed. It does need to be healed to full, that's why. Okay. So, not a great heal, unfortunately, but yes. I think that's the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
Alright, so it should automatically deal the bleed damage. Which I can just apply double. Ashe takes no damage. That's not correct. But yeah, if you just -2, and then I rolled your recovery check automatically, and it was a 3. So you do not recover. Okay, and then it is Jib's turn.
It's still trying great.
Yes. It has a
Yeah,
duration
your
of
other
1
friend just
hour.
attacked me.
What's
True.
that?
Your other friend just attacked me.
I'm going to hop onto Weeba's back.
Alright. Ending the restraint on Ogden, I believe.
Yeah, just saying, hey, you stop fighting too!
Alright, give me that grapple. Oh, and he should no longer be afeared because his turn was over. That against Fortitude DC is a failure.
Damn.
So he shakes you off like a dog shaking off water, and you just tumble to the floor.
You guys gotta stop fighting! Shame on you, bad dog!
If they won't listen, then make them see reason.
Jim just doesn't really get it, and he just says, bad dog, stop fighting!
Okay. Do you want to demoralize him with that? And just like...
Sure.
Alright, roll intimidation. Maybe you'll crit succeed and get the double fear. That is a regular success, so he does become fear 1. Frightened 1. Anything for your third action?
No, I'll call it there.
Ayala, you're bleeding.
I'm bleeding. You know, I really didn't enjoy that. Hey Ogden, which swords have you used today?
Both of them?
Fuck.
What? I'm
You know-
confused.
Okay, I'm gonna flip to my Scroll of Thunderstrike as my first action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna use the 2-action Elemental Blast on Weeba.
Okay. Fire.
No, lightning.
Nope.
Miss.
I don't care. It lets me float up here. Oh god, I can't see.
Yeah, you're behind the
Ah.
wall. There's like a curtain there.
Oh.
Yeah, like right here. This is like a curtain. That's why it's a dark spot there.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna
I mean,
float.
if you want to like break down the curtain with another action at some point, you can. It's just there for now.
Yeah, I don't want to give Weeba a lion AoE
Hmm.
at 2 of us.
Right.
Which was this way, right?
Yeah.
What if I float over here?
Still possible, I think.
Heck. I'll float over here.
That's probably less possible without it moving. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And that's all 3.
Ogden, you are prone, but you're no longer paralyzed.
I get up and I swing. At friend, that's not friend. And I'm gonna use Twin Feint.
Ooh.
So this first one is a miss. Second one is off guard.
He's off guard, which makes us a hit, actually.
Hell yeah. There's 13 damage.
Nice. You finally land a blow on this poor doggo. Stab
Barely
into him.
injured.
Yeah, he does not seem too injured from that. He seems pretty powerful. That was all of your attacks, right? Because, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I had to get up and 2 attacks.
All right. He's then going to...
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Ogden. You're just such a threat to him. He has to keep you down. Just say, ow. He's gonna hypnotic stare you again. He's going to say, "Listen, fair is fair. We can all laugh about this later. I need you to make another will save, Ogden." That's another failure. You begin just cackling uncontrollably. You're slowed 1 by hideous laughter. You did not crit fail, so it's not worse than that, but you are slowed. You do get 1 fewer action every turn.
That's
and then
easy.
it is Ashay's turn.
All right. More fire.
Oh.
That's
That's
is that
2
like
nat ones in a row.
that's so many. I'm
And
so
you
sorry.
rolled a nat 1 for me too.
I did. Hey, this is what happened in the other fight when like the owlbears missed 4 attacks in a row on you. 3 of them were nat ones. Like it's sometimes the dice just do that.
All right. right. Well,
I am sorry.
I am going to use my third action to step to the side.
All right. Oh, and Weeba should no longer be frightened because his turn passed. Okay. It is now Jib's turn. Oh, Nashay, I'll roll your recovery check for you. You succeed. You are no longer bleeding, but you do take the 2 bleed damage from this turn.
Jib is going to attempt to grapple again.
All right. Against his Fortitude DC, I've got that. Let's see what you roll. Get him. Ooh, that is a success. He becomes grabbed.
Heal! Bad dog! Stay!
Demoralized again.
All right, roll that intimidation. Oh, that's exactly what you needed. He is frightened. Wild.
Beautiful.
I love how Jib's definition of friend is whoever gives him food.
My new friend, my patience grows thin. My friendship only extends so far. Do not patronize me.
Buddy.
I am no dog. Ayla's turn.
God, oh fuck. Well, I pulled out a scroll in my book
Yep.
last turn. You know what that means? It's time for some trick magic item.
Oh, let's go.
Nature. Nope, I can't use that scroll until tomorrow.
Oh no. Well, is that one action?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna pull out my other scroll of Thunderstrike.
Okay.
With my second action. And Demoralize doesn't stack, does it?
If you critically succeed, it would be Fear 2, but if you regular succeed, it does not stack, no.
Okay,
It just
I'm
overwrites.
gonna Elemental Blast.
Pew, 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 pew. That's a
24
hit.
to hit.
Even with a slight amount of cover he
3
should get for the altar, that's still a hit, so... 3 shocking damage.
And that's all.
Alright. I do want to check something. Okay, Ogden. It is your turn, you are slowed.
Yeah, that means I can still attack him twice.
Absolutely.
He made the mistake of doing the one that doesn't really do anything.
Oh god.
That is 28 damage.
Wham! Alright.
And, you know, I'm gonna use the second sword. Oh!
Also a hit.
Because of the... Oh,
Because he's
yes.
grabbed.
There's 7 more damage.
Blah, blah. Alright, you get him a couple times.
And does the slow disappear at the end of my turn, or is it persistent?
It is persistent, but he has to maintain it. So on his turn, he is going to spend his first action continuing Hideous Laughter, because it is a sustained spell. And then he is going to... Let's see, he's still grabbed by Jib. So he's just going to attack Ogden then, I guess. That makes sense. He will... Yes, I want to double check. Yeah, it doesn't say anything in Hideous Laughter about you getting free. So he's just going to attack you. Strike. 27 to hit, which is a regular
It is
hit, I
a
believe. 10 points of piercing to Ogden, and you need to make a... it's athletics against your reflex DC. That's what he needs to do.
Reflex is 21.
Alright. So he trips you again. You're knocked prone. And then he is going to bite you again with a multi-attack penalty.
So him refreshing the thing doesn't... Oh, never mind. The tripping thing is just if he hits, he does that.
Yes, his weapon has a property that does that. His natural weapon. But he misses you on the third strike, even with your off guard. So that's what he does on his turn. Ashe, you're up. Oh, did we roll bleeding for Ayala? Did we do that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, so you take 1 damage, Ayala, and I'll just roll a d20. You are free from bleeding.
Yay!
I'm gonna take 1 action to stride.
All right.
And then I'm going to produce flame, because there's not much else I can do.
Fair enough. Yeah, once you run out of other fun spells, it's kind of back to the basics, sadly. That is a miss.
I'm holding up my healing spell slots for in case Ogden or Jib or Ayala go down.
Yeah, fair.
Alright,
Speaking of
that's
Jib,
my turn.
you got this guy grappled.
I can't attack him, right?
You cannot take hostile actions now. I'm allowing the grabbed, even though that probably is technically considered in that, but you did it to your friends first anyways, so I feel like if Chip would do it to Ogden, Jib would do it to his friend's dog, so why not?
I think he's just gonna try and hold him there.
Alright, you just hold down the fort. Cool. Alright, so you got him there. Ayala!
Oh god, oh fuck. Okay. Trick magic item.
Which magic item are you tricking?
The second scroll of Thunderstrike that I took out.
Ah, okay.
No.
No.
Well, I'll take a 2-action Elemental Blast.
Pew, 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 pew.
27
That is a hit.
for 6 damage.
Bop.
And pass.
Ogden, you are prone and slowed.
I'm gonna get up. Old reliable.
That is a hit, thanks to Jib holding him steady.
Haha! It's another 17 damage.
All right. And I'm Weeba's
Finally,
turn.
we see a lovely tag.
He will attempt to break free from Jib's grab. So Jib, it's your athletics DC he's rolling against. He rolled a 23. What's your athletics bonus?
22.
Okay, so he breaks free from the grab. He's going to say, "No, please. The Mother of Monsters will accept you if you only listen. Do not end this in a way you will regret." And then he will run. And how fast can he move, actually? First action. Second action. You actually do not get the reaction thanks to the slowed condition. Or more accurately, hypnotic... the laughter spell takes away your reaction. Sorry, Ogden. He's going to run down here, and he's just running down the hall. Yeah?
I don't know. You never re-upped it, so...
You're right. Let me double check the timing on that. You know what? This is worth checking, because you could kill him with this attack. So... Let me check the rules on sustained. Sustain a spell. Okay. It is the end of his turn that he does not sustain it, so you will be free from the spell at the end of his turn.
Dang it, that was a
because he
hit
did
too.
not. Yeah, it would have been. Sorry, the spell is a nasty one. He kept you slowed for a bit, but so maybe you do try to swing out at him, and you're just a little too slow. You don't quite get him. So he runs down the hall. That's as many actions as he gets. It's Ashay's turn.
Bop.
That's a miss.
Does he get slowed in the ash field?
That's a good question, Ashay. Do you have
Oh
difficult
yeah,
terrain?
I haven't. Let's see.
He does have a bunch of special senses because of his third eye shit. So I don't know, but I don't think the concealed stuff would matter too much to him. But if it has specifically like difficult terrain, then yeah, he'd have to move through
If
that.
I don't move for a round.
Okay, but I think you just moved back here, right? But you probably
Yes.
put some ash there in the previous rounds. I'm okay with it. What's the difficult terrain say? I think you stood there long enough earlier. Does it just say difficult terrain and I should look up those rules?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It costs an extra 5 feet of movement for each square. Okay. So you moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares through it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll be here, where the harpy's body would be. So I'll just move that out of the way. But he's right there, right next to Ashay, is as far as he gets. Okay. So you still have one action left, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Guidance on Ayala.
All right. Guidance immunity. Jib, it's your turn. The doggy got away.
I'm sure. I'm sure they'll get along. Ashay and him will figure it out.
All right. Are you just chilling?
Yeah, Jib's just chilling.
I'm sorry, this has not been a particularly engaging one for you, Jib, but he got you with a spell.
Alright.
All right. Ayala, you're up.
Oh shit. I closed Discord.
Huh? I mean, we can hear you.
Okay, good enough. I'll use my first action to move.
Let's go.
Oops. And then... Actually, I think I want to go here. Then I'll use my second and third actions to lightning dash. Uh-oh.
I might hit Ashay.
Maybe I don't want to stand there. Yeah. There we go.
So he is concealed currently, if you want to attack him. I am suspicious about this line. Because you can't.
About it.
Well, you can't normally attack like through a corner, right?
Okay.
Unless you take the cover penalty for like leaning around it. And if you're gonna lean around it, there's no way a Ashay would not be in the line, right? You'd have to like you'd be squeezing by Ashay to even move into that space. So I feel like
fair, I suppose.
yeah.
If it matters, Shay's probably giving you the silent go-ahead.
I'm not going to. Let's see. I started the turn back here, I think.
That looks
Or
right.
It could also get me here. Or it could get me here if I diagonaled here.
It is difficult terrain.
Ah, hell.
So you're here. So then,
Well-
yeah.
Sorry, Ashay. Lightning dash.
All right, go for it. So it's a reflex save.
Yes, DC 20.
Okay, and he should not be frightened anymore because nobody has demoralized him since his turn. All right, reflex save. 36.
Okay. What
It's a
does
basic save,
critical
right?
Success do? Yeah.
0 damage.
Ah, shit. Well. Oh no, sorry, Ashay.
Ishay's dead.
Oh.
So, Ayla goes down there. Ashay falls
Uh,
unconscious.
And then I'm gonna float 15 feet this way.
I guess Ashay would... Oh, you did get a reflex save. You just failed it. Okay. Then you float that way. Alright. Then it is Ogden's turn, who is no longer slowed. Oh, you should not be bleeding. I'll delete that from you. There you go.
Okay, so that is not easy terrain. So if I go... I'm not I'm measuring. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then that would be 40, 50 to get over here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. But yeah, I think 50 is right. Because of the second double up, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to slash, but it's cover, correct?
Yes, he'll have some cover. It'll be +2.
Is there any way to apply that, or just see it after?
I don't know if there's an easy way to. I'll just keep it in mind. He's got +2.
That's a miss. So I move twice and attack. That's my turn.
Alright. Muiba is going to take an opportunity here. He's going to... Well, actually, I'll be honest, his plan was to bite Ashay and then run. But Ashay is already down. So, he will not do that. He will simply run. I guess you missed anyways, although Concealed would give you a flat check on your attacks. Just keep that in mind. He's going to move through the difficult terrain, so 10, 15.
Do I get my reaction?
Yes, but you have to roll a flat check.
Alright, let me roll flat check. That's just d20, right?
Yeah, you need to get a 5 or higher, so pretty easy. Alright, so you can roll your reaction.
And it's a miss.
Unfortunate. So he moved 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Gets to Ayala. He's just going to run around you instead of tumbling through. So 35, he goes here. And
Can't
then
do that. That's illegal.
he just dodges. He's got enough movement that this makes sense to him. This is 2 actions to get there. He's going to spend his 3rd action. He's just running. Let's see. He should get a total of... there. That's as far as he can get. Okay. Ashay's turn. You are... actually, technically it's not your turn yet. I apologize. Ayala took you out of the fight, so you moved to before Ayala's turn. So it's actually Jib's turn. You get a little bit more time, one more teammate's turn, before you have to roll dying and stuff again.
Oh, jeez. The dog bit you. God damn.
Ashay's body is singed with lightning. All your friends are fighting. How far did you move here?
This would be a second move.
Okay, that makes sense. The difficult terrain, it would definitely would be, yeah.
Is Muiba gone? Where did Muiba go?
You come into the hallway and you don't see him. You, I'll say just for free though, you see like tracks of ashes going south, like where paw prints. Yeah.
And Ayala yelling angrily out the door.
Okay. That will. Actually, I'll just move one more.
All right, monks are pretty fast. Now it's Ashay's turn. So at least you got rid of your bleeding earlier, but we do need a recovery check. All right. So I believe you just stabilize. Unconscious but stable and wounded. Ayla's turn.
Alright. Time to do the dummy thing.
Let's go.
30. Oh, hey, it's a Muiba.
Mhm.
How far is the Muiba? I don't think it's gonna work, but... Zap!
Oh, did
Actually,
you
I
move
can
first
pull it
and
up.
then? I see.
Yeah.
So you move first on. Gotcha. Okay. It looked weird on my screen because you put the template down first. So I was like, wait, that's not actually your character. But yeah, I get it now. Okay. So you zap through him. Reflex save. 26.
That's partial success.
So he takes half damage. And you end up down here.
7 damage.
All right. What's next?
Oh, that's all 3 of my actions.
Oh, you moved and then yes. Okay. Ogden, your turn.
All right, I have a question. What is you step carefully and quietly, you can step into difficult terrain?
Yes, just the step action. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm asking about feather step because it says you can step into difficult terrain. I don't know, is that can I move in difficult terrain or?
Okay, so oh, I see what you're saying. That's a feat you took?
Yeah.
So normally the step action says you cannot step during difficult terrain. That feat lets you step during difficult terrain. Step is a move action that only moves you 5 feet, but it does not trigger reactions or anything like that. So it basically lets you, even if there's a reaction threat, you can still like step and do a short hop out of the way.
Dang it, that's a little bit of a waste. So, did it seem like Moeba has more movement speed than I did? Like, is it
Oh,
possible for me to try to chase?
He was extremely fast. He seemed similar to Jib's speed when you've seen Jib run around.
Do I think he's faster than me? Significantly?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my active bracelet of dashing. So I gain plus 10 movement, plus 10 feet status bonus of speed for 1 minute.
Okay. Pretty sweet.
And is that on every movement I do for 1 minute?
Yes, I think so. It's just a status bonus for a minute. Yeah.
Cool. So that's...
The item might even have an effect on it. Yes. There you go. Now you have the extra speed.
Oh, it does. Heck yeah. So I'm going to move 10, 20, 30, 35, and then move another 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I needed the active, and then I ran. I guess I'm going to keep trying to run them down.
Yeah, was it an active action to activate the thing?
I believe so. It says active,
Yes.
dashing,
One action. Okay. Then it's Mueba's turn. Mueba is going to run up to Ayala, get on the other side of Ayala with his first action, and then make a jaw attack. That is a 20.
That'll hit.
Alright, then he's going to roll athletics against your reflex DC, which he rolled a 20, so 10 plus your reflex bonus.
My reflex DC is a 20.
Alright, so he knocks you over. You become prone, and you take 12 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And then he is going to... No, he's just going to continue running. So Amoeba heads out off the map. I think that's where we'll end the session for tonight, as Amoeba runs out into the forest.
Can he escaped me if he only has one action left?
I mean, I'm not saying he's fully gone. You will handle actions next time of trying to catch up to him and stuff, but at this point, he's off the map, and I feel like that's a good point to call it for the evening, since it's 9:30, and we'll pick it up from there next time. Thank you all for joining me. I'll leave the initiative tracker as it is, so that we can just keep that where it's going. Alright, I know that one was a little bit of a slog. I apologize, but hey, there was some fun role-playing in the middle there, at least. 2 encounters with controlling actions in a row was a bit rough. I'm sorry for that, but hey, you picked the rooms, not me. So
I'm so annoyed with this wolf. I just want to slaughter him.
Channel your rage into killing this jackal, because absolutely he's a dick. Yeah, thanks y'all for playing.
He's really nice.